So, who benefits if you stay the same? This reading feels like it is going to be deeper than normal, because there's a feeling where if you don't grow, if you don't live, if you don't speak up, there's actually someone who's benefiting. There's someone who's very comfortable with the current situation, with the current version of you, that doesn't live, that doesn't grow, that doesn't speak up, that doesn't honor boundaries to protect yourself. So let's have a look to see exactly what is really going on. All right, interesting. You're receiving the Eight of Pentacles. The Pentacles are connected to resources, right? Wealth. They're also connected to time. This is why we have the moons that are there. The number 8 is an infinity, right? It's a pattern. So Divine is saying it is important for you to look at past moons, past years, past cycles, and see who's benefited from you keeping quiet, who's benefited from you working harder and putting in more effort, but never receiving the reward, the recognition, the money for what you bring to this situation. Divine is saying that for some of you, you actually would be better off, okay, putting your time, your energy into working for yourself. There is a switch up maybe in a career that you could be feeling, you could be thinking about, but there's a hesitation that is there. You haven't got up and taken action yet, not fully. Even if you've started buying your candles, your resources, you've started learning new skills, there's still a doubt that is there, like, am I making the right decision? And this reading is just deeper than just work itself. It covers all areas of life. Maybe for some of you, you are currently in a relationship at the moment, and the person you're with right now is benefiting from your lack of speaking up, of saying, hey, I don't like this, or hey, I have said many, many times, I don't like this. Can you please do this differently? That person changes for a short amount of time and they just revert back to who they are or who they were. And eventually you get tired of keep on repeating yourself, of keep on saying the same thing over and over again, that you just end up not saying anything. And that person, even though they might look naive, even though they might look like they are not noticing and seeing, that finally they've broken your spirit. And now you quietly come back home from work, start cleaning, tidying up, doing all the things, whilst the other person is just making empty promises about how they're going to help you. This could be equally at work, right? You come in early because maybe currently you're understaffed, or maybe your job is asking you to learn new skills, but they won't give you the time to learn those skills during work hours. So when you get home from work, you are cramming in learning AI because it is important, right? And now you're tired, and now you're exhausted. And even though you've spent a lot of time learning, improving, growing, your paycheck doesn't change. Your situation doesn't change. So Spirit is saying that once you start talking, once you start voicing your opinion, showing the patterns about a situation, nothing is still going to change until you get up and you start taking action. And this is when people or a situation will realize that, oh, now you're serious. The more you sit grumpy, right? Nothing changing. The more you complain, the more they just give you an apology, the olive branch, and you keep staying and hoping that things are going to change. The Four of Cups is a card that's, let me think of how to encompass this energy in a single word. It's like sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're just like, yo, I'm over this situation. I have spoken up so many times, nothing changes, right? You're just grumpy, you're just over it, right? You're just like, whatever. This person comes, oh no, I'm sorry, because they can sense your energy. They can sense the vibration around you is about to get up and it's about to walk. And the moment they sense that you're about to get up and you're about to exit a relationship, you're about to exit that situation, suddenly they come in, like I told you before, with promises. Suddenly they come in and tell you that things are going to change, but they're not going to change. So sometimes the Four of Cups is a card that is just like, well, why did I waste so much time and energy? But even though you feel disappointed, you're still not really doing anything about it. Spirit was wanting you to know that, there's a power dynamic that is here. And you need to see the power dynamic that is here, where either you're getting taken advantage of or you're playing the victim. And the other person is very much aware. And they're manipulating, they're controlling, they're making sure that they are containing you. They're containing the situation. So you just stay frustrated, but unable to take action, right? So what do you need to do? Let's have a look to see the card that is coming up. What do you need to do right now? Deep down in your heart, what I'm hearing to tell you is like you already know what you need to do, okay? But I know that Spirit knows that sometimes as humans, even though we know what we need to do, we still need to hear it, right? This is the whole purpose of tarot readings. We still need to hear our own words, our own thoughts being spoken by someone else. And until we hear the vibration of someone else's voice, someone else's conviction, someone else wanting better for us, we remain just seated and hoping and wishing that these people realize that, oh, you know what, you're doing too much is expected of you. It will not work like that. As long as you're showing up, they will just keep on with the same old. So I'm just seeing to see if a card is going to come out. All right, so we have got one card that is popped out. Let's have a look to see. There you go. Yet again, another card about waiting. We've really been talking about sitting down, not taking action. We've really been talking about sitting down and just hoping that the situation will rectify itself, right? And the Hanged Man is again voicing that sitting down type of energy. The sitting down type of energy can even manifest as spoken by the Hanged Man, as feeling like you're at a crossroad. Shall I leave? Shall I go? Shall I do this? There's like a crossroad type of energy that is there. You know you need to do something, but maybe you are not angry enough yet to be motivated to leave. Maybe you're still doubting yourself. Maybe you're still thinking, am I overthinking the situation? The Hanged Man is a card about waiting. Okay, it's a card about being in limbo. So definitely there's a situation here where you're feeling like you're in limbo and you don't know what to do. So it's interesting that the first card, right, we had you here lighting your candles, you've got your sage, you've got your spiritual healing type of situation that is there. So definitely maybe doing some type of cleansing ritual, maybe even a cord cutting ceremony. Could be something that releases you from that limbo, from that binding, from that crossroad, so that you're able to see clearly. Even a spiritual cleansing could be something that is good as well, because through those rituals and ceremonies you're able to start seeing clearly and you're able to start thinking clearly. Divine is saying definitely the prayer, okay, energy is important. When you go and look up the Hanged Man and you really start diving deeper into this card is about being at a crossroad. Yes, it's about being in limbo. It's about needing to make a decision, but you don't know which way to go. And you connect to spirit, okay? And as you connect to spirit, as you say your prayers, this is when the clarity comes in. So you can see here, our woman, there's symbols that are here. These are runes. So the runes are coming in and finally giving her messages, finally giving a clarity that is like, boom, suddenly it's like an epiphany happens where she sees clearly. And the Hanged Man is a spiritual card. It operates in the spiritual realm, right? When we talk about the cups, they operate around our emotions, okay? When we talk about pentacles, this is time, this is our resources, this is the things that we need for life to function, right? And then when we talk about the Hanged Man is a spiritual, it's connected to spirit. So definitely doing some type of spiritual ritual is going to be important, whether you're working with me, whether you're working with yourself, but through that spiritual ritual, you're actually going to get a lot of clarity. So I would definitely advise getting maybe a personal reading done so that you can really look into the situation deeper, connected to your own personal situation. So those are the cards that we have, and this is the message that Spirit wanted to bring to your attention, okay? Don't stay the same in order to benefit other people whilst you are being siphoned, whilst you are being taken advantage of, taken for a ride. This is time to free yourself, and this is time for you to see clearly and think clearly, because there just could be people who are very good at manipulating some of you are dealing with manipulators, right? And they know what to do, what to say, how to say it, how to show up to just keep you, right, going, to just keep you hooked, to just keep you interested until finally you have enough. And then this is when you connect to Spirit and ask for that clarity that is going to be setting you free. So I'm going to see you in my next reading. Definitely give this reading a fire emoji and watch the reading I did actually yesterday, because it is going to be equally as powerful. So on that note, I'm going to see you very soon. It is a goodbye from me. Bye.